Hello, third grade, and welcome to lesson 2 of chapter 6. In this lesson, we're going to focus on how do businesses and communities provide goods and services. So in this lesson, you're going to use your investigative skills to find out how businesses and communities provide goods and services. Reading and talking about how businesses and communities provide goods and services will help you better understand where the goods and services in your own life come from. Now, when we're talking about goods and services, those are things that you can buy. So goods are actual things that you purchase, like you buy books or you buy toys or you buy groceries. You're actually leaving with an item. You're paying for it and you're leaving with an item. But a service is something that someone does for you. So if you pay someone to tutor you, they're not actually giving you a thing, they're giving you their time and their skill. So you're paying for them to use their skills and their time with you. If you pay someone, for example, to clean your home, or if you go to a doctor and they help you figure out why you're feeling sick, or you go to school and you sit in a classroom where a teacher is teaching you, these are services. So it's not an actual thing that you're leaving with. But with goods, goods are actual things. You're leaving with something in your hand. So let's go ahead and take a look at the information in our blue bars. It says read the article, The American Dream, and the primary source quote. Underline examples of success in the article. Circle the words in the quote that you don't know. Reread the quote. What does the historian James Truslow Adams think should benefit from the American Dream? Or who does he think should benefit from the American Dream? Underline the 3 words describing what life should be, and then circle the words describing what opportunity should be based on. So let's go ahead and read together. The American Dream. Many people want the American dream. They want to have the chance to succeed, to get a good job, own a home, or run their own business. The economy of the United States is based on the success of its citizens. People must have jobs and earn money in a successful economy. Businesses create jobs. They hire people to make and sell their goods and services. Primary source in their own words. James Truslow Adams. The American dream is the dream of a land in which life should be better and richer and fuller for everyone, with opportunity for each according to ability or achievement. Workers are important to any business. A business cannot operate without people doing their jobs. A good business will have many different kinds of workers. They may have different skills. Some workers will make the goods, others will provide a service. When people work together, it makes the business a better place to work. The work they do allows the business to earn money. This way, both the workers and the business are successful. Success gives people the opportunity to improve their lives. Now let's take a look at our first graphic organizer. So here we're going to talk about making inferences. So when you're making an inference, it's a decision that you're making, what you're deciding they mean by what they're saying. So what does the author mean? You are inferring, or you are kind of guessing based on the information that they gave you. So the way to make an inference is to read the text all the way through, think about what you read, think about what you already know about this topic, and then make a decision about the text. So at the bottom, they have the text clues and what I already know, and then they have the inference, what you think they mean by it. So the text clues say James Truslow Adams says that the American dream is of a better life for everyone according to ability or achievement. So I know that people need to work hard to achieve their dreams. In the inference section, what do I think Adams means? I think he means that the American dream is when everyone has an opportunity to work for a fuller and richer life. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our next page, page 261. It says, read pages 274 to 281 in your research companion. That's our textbook. And then we're going to use our skills to fill in the graphic organizer. So they gave us the text clue. We're going to write what we know about it, and then we're going to make an inference about it. So the first one says manufacturing goods uses capital resources and human resources. The second one says services have value to the people who use them. And the third one says communities need strong, healthy businesses to survive. So let's think about what we already know. Manufacturing goods uses capital resources and human resources. So I know that capital resources and human resources cost the manufacturer money, right? They have to pay those people. They have to pay for those things that they're using. Let's go ahead and jump into our reading, and then we can find the responses for the rest of them. How goods are made? You learn that businesses and communities provide many goods and services. In this lesson, you'll look more closely at how businesses make money. Some businesses manufacture goods. To manufacture means to make goods using machinery, clothing, airplane parts, electronics, and many other things. Let's look at how a company manufactures blue jeans. The company uses cotton to make the cloth. Cotton is a natural resource. First, the company uses machines and other tools to turn the cloth into blue jeans. Machines and tools are capital resources. The factory building is also a capital resource. People design the blue jeans and run the machines that make them. These human resources are also necessary to make blue jeans. So remember, capital resources are the things that you're using in your business. So if you're using computers, that's a capital resource. If you're a farmer and you're using a tractor, that's a capital resource. The human resources are the people. Providing services. You've read that businesses sell goods. Businesses also provide many kinds of services. The people who buy these goods and services are called consumers. Some businesses have people who teach different skills, such as how to dance or ride a horse. Workers at a restaurant provide a service too. When you go to dinner, servers take your order, bring your food, and clear the table. Transportation is another service. A bus driver takes you from one place to another. Doctors and nurses take care of your health. A barber or a hairstylist provides a service when he or she gives you a haircut. When people pay for these services, the businesses earn money. Communities also provide services. Some services are paid for through tax money. Police and fire protection are community services. Utilities such as water, sewers, and trash collection are often provided by the community. The city or the county government sets a price for these services. Businesses and individuals produce goods and services to make money. They set a price that covers how much they spend to provide the product. Then they charge a little more to make a profit. Profit is the amount of money left over after the costs are paid. The profit allows people to grow their business. Perspectives. Some businesses like to sell their services online. It doesn't cost much to get started. It's easy to set up a website. Consumers can visit the website anytime, day or night. And the business can still sell its services to people all over the country and around the world. Some businesses find it hard to sell their services online. There may be other businesses selling the same service. Also, some consumers do not like to buy services online. This makes it harder for businesses to earn a profit. What's in it for businesses and communities? Why do businesses and communities provide goods and services? Communities provide some services because it does not work well to have several providers. For example, if your house is on fire, you don't want to have to decide which fire department to use. Police and fire departments are run by tax money. They do not make a profit. Most businesses provide goods and services for profit. Business costs include wages to employees and rent for the building. Other costs are utilities, advertising, and taxes. Anything left after these are paid is profit. How do businesses know how much to charge for goods and services? This is based in part on the law of supply and demand. Supply is the amount of something that's available. Demand is how much people want it. Think about a supply and demand in terms of dentists. If there are a lot of dentists in town, cleaning your teeth will cost roughly the same at each office. If there are not enough dentists in town, they can charge more for their service. A dentist will also want to charge enough to cover the cost of running the business. How do businesses affect the community? Businesses provide work to people who live there. The businesses and the workers pay money for rent, utilities, and taxes. Businesses provide goods and services to consumers in the community. People who live and work in the community usually spend their money there. They buy food at the local grocery and clothes at the local stores. This puts money back into the community. What happens when a new clothing store opens in a nearby community? Perhaps they'll sell clothing more cheaply than the store in your community. If enough people go to the store in your town will not make any money. Without money, the store may close. The workers need to find new jobs and have less money to spend at stores in the community. These stores have less money and may begin to close. Then people will go to other communities to shop because there are fewer local stores. With less tax money in the community, the local government has less money to spend for community services. People may leave the community. Around the world, businesses around the world. Businesses exist all over the world. Everywhere you go, you'll find stores, offices, restaurants, and factories. An entrepreneur is a person who starts and runs a business. Entrepreneurs run businesses all over the world. Many businesses are small stores, such as grocery stores and hair salons. They are sometimes called mom and pop shops. This is because a family started the business. There may be a local deli or grocery store or on a corner near your house. In India, mom and pop grocery stores are common. The businesses sell fruit and vegetables to people who can walk to the store. This means that people do not have to drive to larger stores to buy food. As you've already learned, rice is an important product in Cambodia. Consumers around the world are asking for organically grown rice. Organic food is grown without chemicals. Farmers in Cambodia are changing their farming methods to meet this demand. They learn how to use natural methods to protect their crop from pests and disease. Their organic rice is exported to world markets. Where in the world? Many people today use the internet to provide services. The internet allows people to work anywhere in the world. Entrepreneurs create websites and sell products they make themselves. People can work from home and run a business such as a computer support. Some women in the Middle East have created online businesses. Okay, so that takes us to the end of our reading. Now let's go back into our graphic organizer and start to fill it in. So we said our first text clue is manufacturing goods uses capital resources and human resources. Now we found out in our reading, and we already know that capital resources and human resources cost money. So if you're making something, you need to be able to pay for the things you're using, and you need to pay the people who are working with you. This means that the money that you would pay for a pair of blue jeans includes the cost of the capital resources and the human resources just to make the blue jeans before they even get to the store. Our second box says services have value to the people who use them. I know that service workers have some level of training or education to help them do their job. So no matter where you go, someone had to be taught how to do the thing that they're doing. If you are a teacher, you have to go to school to learn different ways to teach. If you are a waiter at a restaurant, you have to learn how to manage all of the food orders that you're getting and how to get them there in time. If you are a barber or you work in a hair salon, you have to learn how to do those different skills. You have to learn how to cut hair or style hair. So everyone needs some level of education or training to do their job. This means that service workers are as valuable to the community as the manufacturing workers. So all of these different people play a really important role in the community. The last one says communities need strong, healthy businesses to survive. So I know that local businesses and their support for community activities, such as sport teams, is really important. This means that shopping in your community helps your community because when you're buying things from a local grocery store, you're putting money back into your local community so they're able to provide more groceries or more variety of groceries. Now let's take a look at the next page into our writing sections. So under where it says write about it, it says what kinds of goods or services do you think people in your community would use? So give specific answers, things that are related to things that you're interested in, that people in your neighborhood or your area use. List goods and services. So try and list two to three of each. In the next section where it says write and cite evidence, it says imagine that you want to start a business in your community. Describe what kind of business you would start and what kind of goods or services you would provide. Tell why you think your imaginary business would be successful. So here again, give details. You've got plenty of lines to be able to write out. Tell me what business you want to start up. What sort of goods or services do you want to offer? And what are some ways that you'll be able to offer them? And then in our last section where it says connect to the essential question, it says, how can successful businesses help people in a community meet their needs and wants? So here, I want you to make sure you're showing that you understand how successful businesses employ people. So how do they give people jobs in the community? How does that benefit the person? So once you get hired for a job, what kind of good things come from that? What are you going to get out of it? So you can list about how they'll be earning money so that they can buy the things that they need, they can support their homes and their families, and so on and so on. So make sure you're using complete sentences. Check your punctuation, check your spelling, check your grammar. Make sure you're using neat handwriting because if I can't read it, I can't grade it. That's it for this lesson. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye, third grade.